Hey guys, welcome to another Python tutorial. So today we're going to learn how to create a password generator in Python. So this is what we're going to be building. You type in here the desired password length. Let's say 120 characters is a really long password. And it just generates 120 random characters for you to add to use as a password. Or maybe we can run it again and type something more reasonable, maybe like a 15 character password. There you go. That's our new password right now.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on!
So I just created a brand new Python file. Essentially, the goal here is to create a function that we can call, that you can pass a number of characters that you want for your password, and that is going to return that number of random characters that you can use. What we need to do here is basically we need to define a new function, something like generate password, and that's going to take a length, right, which is going to be the length of our password. So that is going to return to us our password, but what do we do here in the middle? So one thing we could do, could have a list of all characters. Then what we could do is for each I in range length, and I think I've spelled that wrong, haven't I? Nice. For I in range length, we could create a new string here called password, and then for I in range length, we can just say that password plus equals random.choice characters. We're going to need to import here our random library, so we can use random.choice. Now this is there's a few problems with this approach. The first one is that I'm very lazy. I don't want to type out this whole list of characters. And there is a very quick solution for this one. Luckily, in Python, there's a library called string, and in the library called string, you can call this property. And what this does is it contains all the ASCII lowercase and uppercase letters. So this variable here just holds a string that contains all these characters, which is awesome. So all our characters function can just be this. And you know what? It would also be cool if we could have some numbers, characters or maybe digits. And string has digits as well for us. So that is super handy. So this works, but there's a much more concise and Pythonic way of writing this. What we can do instead is we can make use of the random.sample function. What random.sample does is that if you pass it a sequence, you can ask for it to randomly sample k unique random elements from that sequence, right? In that case, k here is just a length. So if I say random.sample digits length, that's going to give me 9 random digits, or however many random digits I want. I don't know why 9 came to my head. So what we could do is we could say random.sample characters plus digits. And what this is going to do is it's going to concatenate our sequence of characters to our sequence of digits. Then we're going to get however many samples we want out of this. So we could return this. The only problem is, maybe we'll try it out and we'll see actually. So, okay, so let's try this out. If we run this, we just get a list back. So that's not what we want. But luckily, there's a very handy Python function that can help us here. So we can use the join method. And if you haven't used this method before, it's super handy. What this does is, given a list, like this one, it will return a string that is composed of every element on this list, joined by the string that you pass here. So in this case, this is just an empty string. What this means is that when I return this, now we're just going to get our random characters squished into one string. Now, the last thing we need to do is we just need to ask our user for the input. So we can do if name equals main. And what this means is if we're running this Python file directly, we can say that length equals input, enter the length of the desired, enter the desired length of the password. And we need to convert the output to an integer, actually. And then we can say that password equals generate password, and we can print, and use a cool F string here, your password is generate is password. Or we could just call generate password length, right? Okay, let's try this out. So if I just say Python password generator, and I can enter a length here, we generated our password. That was it for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and click here for the next one.